Shalom, 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 Israel. First, giving honor to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh. Today's class, more TLC is needed amongst Israel. We need more truth. We need more love, and we need more charity amongst the brothers and sisters in Israel, man. Point blank, period. Like, as things go, as times go, as brothers and sisters come into this truth, you're supposed to become that new brother, that new sister. And that's through Christ. But if we're not showing these things, if we're not professing these things, if these things aren't lining up in our life, how can we truly say that we've become that new person through Christ? We need more of this, especially with the brothers and sisters that call themselves Israelites, the brothers and sisters that consider themselves to know the truth. We need more truth, more love, more charity amongst the brothers and sisters, man. Let's get into it. Give me Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Again, man, this book is for our learning. For us to gain that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For us to become that better version of ourselves. For us to become one and operate and move as Christ. As the Lord intended us to do from the beginning. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
And we what, bro?
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures. Through the study and through the implementation. Because you can learn it. You can have the knowledge on it. But until you apply that knowledge, you are not in the realm of wisdom. You truly, honestly don't know because you haven't applied it to verify that it is what it is. And when you apply this, where it verifies itself.
That's right.
Give me Romans 13 and 8.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 8.
Read.
Owe no man anything.
They say, owe no man anything. Read.
But to love one another.
But to what, bro?
Love one another.
But to love one another. They say, owe no man anything. But owe him that love.
That's right.
Owe him that respect.
That's right.
Get that brother his just due. Get that sister her just due. Read.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
What happened when you love her?
Hath fulfilled the law.
He say, for when you show that love, that true love, you have fulfilled the law. You are operating as the Lord. You are operating as Christ. Read.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
So through owing that love and showing that love to one another, through this, you automatically are not going to commit adultery. Read.
Thou shalt not kill.
You're not going to kill. Read.
Thou shalt not steal.
You're not going to steal. You're not going to be a thief. Read.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
You're not going to lie. You're not going to spread false truths. Your mouth is not going to be defiled. You're not going to spew guile. Read.
Thou shalt not covet.
You will not be selfish. You will be selfless. You will be that brother's keeper, that sister's keeper. Read.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying.
And if there be any other commandment, any other thing that is commanded of you to do, read.
Namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
What it is, bro?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Again, it said, owe no man anything but
right.
to love one another.
Bring it out.
Are we really doing this? For the brothers and sisters that call themselves with the fringes on, with your head wrapped, with your dress down to the foot. Brother to go to the street corner and call himself professing, preaching and prophesying. Are you doing this? Because there's been numerous instances where you see your brother Shalom, try to brew you. Disregard that brother, give me evil eye, evil look. That's not showing love.
Bring it out.
That's not treating your brother like how you want to be treated.
Bring it out.
It's not treating your sister how you want to be treated.
That's right.
They say, oh no man, anything but to love. Give me Proverbs 6:16. Let's see why it say, oh no man, anything but to love. Let's see why that is said.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16.
Read that, bro.
These 6 things doth the Lord hate.
He say, these 6 things doth the Lord hate. Read.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Read.
A proud look.
A what?
A proud look.
A proud look. Guess what a proud look gonna do? A proud look gonna keep you from showing that love.
That's right.
A proud look is gonna keep you from being selfless. A proud look is gonna have you coveting. A proud look is gonna have you bearing that hatred. A proud look is gonna make you feel like you better than the brother next to you. A proud look is gonna keep you from walking like Christ. Read.
A lying tongue.
Hey, what?
A lying tongue.
Right, lying tongue. Automatically, bro, it's gonna have you bearing false witness. It's gonna have you not speaking truth. It's going to have you not operating in truth. It's going to have you not operating in love. It's going to have you not operating in charity.
Bring it out.
Because again, they say, oh, no man anything but to love one another. This is why. Read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
And hands that what, bro?
Shed innocent blood.
And hands that are quick to mischief, bro.
That's right.
Quick to put down his brother. Quick to put down a sister. Quick to bear that malice, that hatred, that variance. Quick to it. Because again, you automatically got the proud look. You automatically bearing the false witness.
Bring it out.
All of these things are going to keep you from following Christ. And you call yourself an Israelite. You call yourself a child of God. You call yourself someone in the truth. Well, that right there just lets you know you're not operating like you think you are. You say, oh, no man anything except to love one another.
Right.
Read.
And heart that divides wicked imagination.
He say, in your mind that is set upon darkness. Your mind is set upon wicked imaginations, bro. It all coincides with the proud look. It all coincides with the false witness. You got to start here before it come out here.
That's right.
This is why he say, oh, no man anything but love.
That's right.
That is the only thing you should owe a brother. That is the only thing you should owe a sister is love.
That's right.
Think about it. Are you getting the proper love out there in the world? You getting the proper love out there on your job? You getting the proper love out there amongst your circles that you think are your peoples? Because if they're not following suit with the Lord, you're going to always have to look over your shoulder. Because the first thing and the last thing is I.
Bring it out.
Coming to the Lord, the first thing and the last thing is your brother, your sister.
That's right.
When it comes to dealing with each other. Finish it out, bro.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among brethren.
This is why I say, oh, no, man, anything.
That's right.
This is why. Because all of these things were frowned upon from the Lord. All of these things keep you from operating like Christ.
That's right.
All of these things keep you from following. From being that true light. from being that righteous example.
Deep.
All of these things keep you from operating like that.
Right.
Keep you from falling in line with the potential for greatness. But instead of how you falling in line for your potential for evil, for your potential for sadness, for your potential for lamentations. Because we all have the opportunity for greatness and we all have the opportunity for evil. Which one are you going to fall in line with? Because with more truth, with more love, with more charity, where do you think you're going to fall in line on the spectrum? We need more of this in Israel, man. Brothers and sisters are still acting like they gang banging in their camps, bro. Brothers and sisters is just not sharing no type of love, no type of charity, no type of insight. Acting like it's dog eat dog. They say, oh no man anything but to love one another. Give me Proverbs 19:1. They say these 6 things doth he hate. Yea, 7 on abomination. These are frowned upon by the Lord. Read that, bro.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity.
He say, better is the poor that walketh in his integrity. Read.
Than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool.
He say, than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. Again, that false witness, that bearing false witness, that speaking lies, that's quick, the feet quick to mischief, the hands quick to shed innocent blood. That's what's constituting that fool. He say, better it is, man, to the poor, bro, that walk with integrity, that show that love, that show that charity, that speak that truth. That's going to be 100 with you. That ain't going to be faking and shaking. That's 10 toes down. Read.
Also, that the soul be without knowledge. It is not good.
He said that the soul be without knowledge. It is not good. When you're not operating in that truth, when you're not operating in that love, when you're not operating with that charity, right, you are no longer the knowledgeable person you think you are. Because what begets the wisdom is the application of knowledge. So if you are not applying that love, if you are not applying that truth, if you're not applying that charity, it just said, bro, you're a fool. It just said it is not good. You are not operating as Christ. Read verse 2 again, bro.
Also, that the soul be without knowledge. It is not good. And he that hasteth with his feet sinneth.
They say that the feet is quick to that mischief.
That's right.
To shed that innocent blood, man.
That's right.
Jump over to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. A false witness shall not be unpunished.
There it is. He just said these 6 things doth I hate. Yea, 7 on abomination. Read it again, bro.
A false witness shall not be unpunished.
He say it shall not be unpunished. You gonna get your just due. Because again, you shouldn't owe no man anything but love. Because through that, you're gonna automatically speak truth. Through that, you're gonna automatically not bear that false witness. Read it again, bro.
A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
He's saying, he that speaketh lies shall perish. Again, remember, you reap what you sow, right? You eat the fruits of your labor. So if this is what you're putting out, what you think you're going to get back? That's why it said, oh, no man anything except love one another. That's why it says to speak truth. That's why it says not to bear that false witness. That's why I say to show that love. That's why I say to have that charity.
That's right.
Because that's what you want somebody to do to you, right? That's what you want to gain in the end, right?
Bring it out.
You got to put out what you want to receive. Give me 1 John 2. Let's start at verse 1.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Read.
My little children, these things I write unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin,
He say, these things I write unto you that you sin not. That you don't be without that love. That you don't bear that false witness. Be without that truth. That you have that covetous, man. Be selfish. He said, that you sin not. Read.
And if any man sin, he have an advocate with the Father, Christ the righteous.
He say, and if you do, you have an advocate for it. And that's moving like Christ.
Read. That's right.
Read verse 2.
And he is the propitiation of our sins.
He's saying he is the propitiation of our sins, man. He laid it on the line, man, to make it easy for us. Read.
And not for ours only, but also for the sins of the whole world.
Read.
And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
He's saying, hereby we do know that we know Christ, that we know the Lord, bro, if we keep his commandments. So if he commanded us to show love, if he commanded us to owe no man anything but to love one another, and if we not doing that, where do you think that fall in line?
Bring it out.
Where do you think we fall in line on the spectrum?
Bring it out.
It just said, my little children, these things I write unto you that ye sin not.
Right.
That you sin not. These 6 things I hate. Your proud look. That false witness. Quick to shed innocent blood.
Bring it out.
Feet quick to mischief. This is why, bro. If you call yourself knowing him and you doing these things, bro, you don't know him.
That's right.
Call yourself a follower of the Lord, bro, you're not following him. Read.
He that said, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
Is a what, bro?
Is a liar.
Is a what, bro?
Is a liar.
He say, he that say, I know him, and keep not the commandment is a liar.
Bring it out.
So if you say you know the Lord, if you say you following the Lord, bro, and you bearing that false witness, you showing that hatred, you showing that selfishness, bro, it just called you a liar, bro. Because what we do, we deceive our own selves with our own vain opinions.
That's right.
Lying to ourselves, thinking that we are doing just, but we are hindering. No longer being an asset to a nation, bro. We've been a detriment. We need more love, bro. We need more truth. We need more love, and we need more charity amongst the brothers and sisters in Israel. Again, they say, owe no man anything but to love one another. He said he is a liar. Read. Read the last part, bro.
And the truth is not in it.
Bro, the truth is far from you. You far from operating and moving like the Lord, bro. You down bad out here. Give me Psalms 40 and 4. Let me get there with you, bro. There we go. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 40 and verse 4. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lie.
He said, man, blessed is that man that's going to fall in that truth. That's going to trust in the Lord, bro, and follow the word. That's going to trust in the Lord, bro, and follow the commandment, bro. Going to love his brother. Going to have that truth coming out of his mouth, man. Going to have that charity, man. Going to be that brother. Going to be that sister.
That's right.
He say, blessed is that man that operate like the Lord. Because at the end of the day, ain't that the example we're supposed to be following?
That's right.
At the end of the day, ain't that who we are supposed to be operating like? Give me Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 14. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 14. That we henceforth Be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men.
By what?
By the sleight of men.
Read.
And cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Bro, it's telling you, bro, do not have your mouth fixated on the false. Do not have your mind fixated on the lies, bro. Do not have your mind fixated on not showing that love, on not having that charity, bro. It say, thou shalt not. Oh, no man, anything but to love one another.
Bring it out.
Don't be tossed to and fro. It's telling you, straight up. Oh, no man, nothing but to love one another. Don't get caught up in the BS. Read.
But speaking the truth in love.
But doing what, bro?
Speaking the truth in love.
What are we supposed to do, bro?
Speaking the truth in love.
See, when we call ourselves coming back unto and following the Lord, when we call ourselves trying to move like Christ, like it say, but speaking the truth in love. This is how we're supposed to be operating. This is the example we're supposed to be following. Read.
May grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Christ, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth.
See, we are all one through Christ. We are all joint heirs. So if one claiming and calling himself to follow the Lord, but you aren't upholding your end, what you think the rest of it's gonna happen? What you think is gonna happen to the rest of the body?
Get out.
If we are all one, from the head to the toes, if any one of us operate outside of our function, what happens to the body?
Get out.
You slow down. You're no longer operating at 100%. There's problems. There's issues. Constant checkups. Check engine light always on. Always strife. You're groggy. You're unfocused. You're unprepared. All of these things happen when everything is not falling on. If everything is not firing on 100. Think about it. You get your sinus acting up. You get a sinus headache. Well, guess what? You can't move like you normally do. You can't focus like you normally can because guess what? You got the pressure going on in your head. You ain't thinking about nothing but getting rid of the pain. You ain't thinking about nothing, man, but just to stop sneezing, just to stop sniffling, just for your eyes to stop watering, just for your nose to stop itching, just for your throat to get a reprieve. You're not focused.
That's right.
Because one thing is not doing this function. If we are all supposed to be following the Lord, if we all is one, we're supposed to operate like that. That's where that truth comes in. That's where that love comes in. That's where that charity comes in.
That's right.
We're all one. Read.
According to the effectual working in the measure of every part.
It say according to the effectual working in the measure of every part. Every brother, every sister must do their part. Must pull their weight. Must show that love. Must have that truth. Must have that charity. Read.
Maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
In what?
Itself in love.
He said edifying itself in love, man. In love. In love.
Deep.
Oh, no man, anything but to love one another. Read.
This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk.
That you don't walk as unbelievers, bro. That you don't call yourself following the Lord, but you continue to disregard the things that he say. He say, if you say you know me, if you say you love me, if you say you following me, and you don't show these things, you don't do these things, you don't operate this, you are a liar.
Bring it out.
Read.
In the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened.
Having what, bro?
Having the understanding darkened.
When you're not speaking that truth.
Having the understanding darkened.
When you're not showing that love.
Having the understanding darkened.
When you're not expressing that charity.
Having the understanding darkened.
Read.
Being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart.
Bro, it says it alienates you from the Lord. It puts you further apart from the Lord, operating outside of the truth, operating outside of love, operating outside of charity. It puts you further away from the Lord.
Bring it out.
It puts you further away from the Lord because guess what? You got pride. You're bearing the false witness. Your heart devises wicked imaginations.
That's right.
Hands shed innocent blood, feet quick to the mischief. Operating outside. This is why I say, bro, owe no man anything except to love one another. Because it's going to keep you in line and under the Lord. Because when you love someone, when you truly love someone, guess what? It's going to show through your actions, through your speech, through how you carry yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're going to want somebody to do the exact same thing for you. Read.
Because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling, have given themselves over into lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness.
They say in the past, bro, we've given ourselves over to the world, bro. We've given ourselves over to that old man, to that old sister, to it literally deceive our own selves into thinking that we're doing the right thing. And
that's right.
We letting the world take over, bro, and now we are down bad. Calling ourselves being in the truth, but still operating as niggas. Calling ourselves being in the truth, bro, but still operating as that old man, as that old woman.
Bring it out.
But yeah, we're supposed to be like Christ. We're supposed to have the whole armor of the Lord upon us. But without these things, bro, we ain't got nothing.
Teach.
Because it says, owe no man anything except to love one another. Read.
But ye have not so learned Christ.
But what, bro?
But ye have not so learned Christ.
But we still have yet to learn Christ. Read.
And so, be that ye have heard him.
If so we had learned, if so we had heard him, read.
And have been taught by him.
And have been taught by him, read.
As the truth is in Christ.
As what, bro?
As the truth is in Christ.
As the truth is in Christ, read.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
He said that if that was the case, you wouldn't still be operating as the old.
Bring it out.
If that was the case, you wouldn't have came in the truth, changed your name, but you still operating as Johnny.
Bring it out.
You still operating as DeAndre. See, we come in, bro, and we fabricate these lies for ourselves, bro, to make us feel good. To make us feel like we doing something. We got something going on. But at the end of the day, bro, we causing more harm than help.
That's right.
Being the stumbling block for the brothers and sisters, man, and we take one step forward and we take 9 steps back.
That's right.
If we all supposed to be one, we all supposed to be following. We all supposed to be doing our own job. And that job coincides with speaking that truth, showing that love, and having that charity.
That's right. Bring it out.
Because if we had learned the Lord, if we had learned of Christ, we would automatically be doing it.
That's right.
Read. Read verse 22 again. Start from there.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
If you had learned of the Lord, you will put off the old. Read.
Which is corrupt.
Which is what, bro?
Which is corrupt.
That old man, that old woman is corrupt because it's not following truth. That old man, that old woman is corrupt because it's not showing love. That old man, that old woman is corrupt because it's not having a charity. Read.
Corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. If you was following the Lord, bro, you would be renewed. You would have repented. You would have changed your ways. You would have started to move just like Christ.
That's right.
Read.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And that ye put on the new man.
And that you would have put on that new man. That you would have put on that new woman. Now is the time. There is no better time than now to do it.
That's right.
No better time than the present. Read.
which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
He say, which after the Lord, bro, is created in righteousness and true holiness. That new man, that new woman is supposed to be fabricated after the same walk, after the same thought, after the same actions as Christ. That's what that new being is.
That's right.
The new being of light, not of darkness. Give me 1 John 2 and 5. Let's go back. Read that, bro.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
He say, but whosoever keepeth the word, but whoso follow, but whoso speak truth, but whoso show that love, but whoso have that charity. Read.
Hereby know we that we are in him.
He say, this is how we know that we are with the Lord and the Lord is with us. Through our actions. Through us operating like Christ. Read.
He that said he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk.
He said,
even.
Read it again, bro. Verse 6.
He that said he abideth in him.
He say, he that say, I am of the Lord, I am of Christ. Read.
Ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked.
So if you say that he abide in you, you should also walk as he walked.
That's right.
So if you say you are of the Lord, well, the Lord showed that love. The Lord spoke that truth. The Lord had that charity. These are the same characteristics you should be walking with.
That's right.
These are those same fruits that you should be putting out. And at the end, you are going to reap yourself.
Right.
But we need to show more love. We need to show more truth. We need to show more charity amongst Israel, bro.
Right.
Let's go back. Romans 13 and verse 8. Let's read it again.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another.
He say, but to love one another. Read.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Because you are operating as the Lord. Read.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
When you show that love, you're going to automatically not commit adultery. Read.
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill. Read.
Thou shalt not steal.
You're automatically not going to be a thief. Read.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
You automatically not going to be a liar. Read.
Thou shalt not covet.
You automatically not going to be selfish. Read.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Bro, you're going to automatically fall in line with these same characteristics. You're going to owe no man anything but that love.
That's right.
Read.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
He say what, bro?
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
He say to show that love, bro, worketh no ill. Ain't no issue with showing love unto your brother. Ain't no issue with showing love unto your sister. There is no negative about it.
That's right.
Read it again, bro, verse 10.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Read.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Therefore, owing no man anything except to love one another is the fulfilling of the law.
That's right. Bring it out.
At the end of the day, think about it, bro. Ain't no love out here in the world.
That's right.
Ain't no love out there waiting for you at the end of the day, bro. Except through the Lord. Except through the brothers and sisters that are walking as Christ. That have taken up their Christ, taken up their mantle, and decided to all move on one accord. All play their role, play their part, fit in their position. Let's get more of that love, man. Give me Matthew 22 and 36.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Christ said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment.
He say, there it is again. He say, that love, bro, through your actions, that love is going to be shown. Read.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as
He
thyself.
say, thou shalt what, bro?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
He say, you gonna love your neighbor as you love yourself. You gonna love your neighbor as you love yourself. You gonna make sure everything's good and lined up the way it need to be for yourself. You gonna do the exact same thing for your brother.
That's right.
You can do the exact same thing for your sister.
That's right.
Read.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the
He
prophets.
say on these two will hang all these things because you're gonna automatically fulfill everything else.
That's right.
You're automatically gonna fulfill everything else.
That's right.
You're not gonna bear that false witness. You're not gonna lie. You're not gonna covet. You're not gonna steal. You're not gonna kill. You're gonna automatically do these things.
Bring it out.
That is how powerful that love is. That is how powerful that truth is. That is how powerful that charity is.
That's right.
It's literally a shock to the system, man, a complete change. That's why you say to do away with the old man.
Bring it out.
Let's go back. Let me 1 John. Chapter 4, verse 7. Read that, bro, when you get there.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 7. Beloved, let us love one another.
You say what, bro?
Beloved, let us love one another.
Let us love one another. Read.
For love is of God.
For what?
For love is of God.
For love is of God. So again, if you call yourself a follower of the Lord, if you call yourself the Lord abiding in you, it say to let us love one another, for love is of God.
That's right.
Read.
And everyone that loveth is born of God.
And everyone that displays this characteristics is of God, abideth in God. Read.
And knoweth God.
And what, bro?
And knoweth God.
Bro, that's the exact same thing. It's telling you, bro. If you are not operating in this, bro, you cannot call yourself of the Lord.
That's right.
If you're not operating in love, bro, you cannot claim the Lord.
Teach.
You cannot claim being of God.
Bring it out.
Point blank, period. It's right there in your face. Read verse 8.
He that loveth not knoweth not God.
If you don't have that love, if you don't show and express that love, it say what, bro?
He that loveth not knoweth not God.
You do not know the Lord.
That's right.
Because why, bro? Read.
For God is love.
Because God is love.
That's right. Bring it out.
You not gonna know him because you are not moving like it.
That's right.
You can't express it and speak on it because your life don't show it. Your actions don't show it. Your words don't reveal it. Without that love, bro, you are not of God. Read.
In this was manifested the love of God toward us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world, that we might live through him.
He say, this is how he showed his love, bro. He gave his son. Gave his son, bro, to take up the sins of us.
That's right.
The wrongdoings of us. The idiocy, the stupidity and ignorance of us. To take it all on. To give us a chance, man, at true repentance, man. To give us a chance at true love, at true life, at true happiness. To give us a chance, bro, to get it right. Bro, if that's not showing love, if that's not showing charity, if that's not true, bro, I don't know what is.
Bring it out.
He say this is why we should have that love in us, because God loved us so much that he did this. Read, bro.
Herein is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us and sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins.
Bro, to absolve us of those sins. Read.
Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another.
Bro, if God loved us, we should also show that same love to one another. This is why God is love. This is why love is of God. Read it.
No man has seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelleth in us.
If we love one another, God dwells within us. Read.
And his love is perfected in us.
Read.
Hereby Know we that we dwell in him.
This is how we know that we dwell in him, read.
And he in us, because he has given us of his spirit.
Read.
And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. Whosoever shall confess that Christ is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he in God.
Because you are going to confess that through your actions.
That's right.
Through your actions is going to show that you believe that.
That's
through
right.
your actions is going to show that you truly about that.
That's right.
That truth, that love, and that charity. That's how you confess. Through your actions. Read.
And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love.
He say what, bro?
God is love.
Read.
And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God.
Read.
And God in him.
He said, he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God dwelleth in him. This is how important that love is, bro.
That's right.
But yet, brothers and sisters, bro, with your fringes on, with your mitres, your head wrap, your dresses on, bro, apparently you just can't seem to wrap your head around that concept.
Bring it out.
Because brothers is still banging on each other, count banging, bro, still bearing hatred, bro. My school do this, my school
right.
that, this, that, and the third, blase, bro. Show some love, bro.
Bring it out.
Speak some truth there for once in your life.
That's right.
Extend the hand of charity. If you call yourself of God, bro, you got to have these characteristics.
That's right.
Read.
Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love.
He said there is no fear in love. Read.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
But that perfect love casteth out fear. Read.
Because fear has torment.
Because fear has torment. Because that old man, that old woman, bro, is going to have that torment because they are not operating in the light.
Bring it out.
They are not speaking that truth. They are not showing that love. They are not extending that charity. Therefore, it causes torment. Read.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us.
He said, we love him because he first loved us, bro. We are supposed to love one another. Oh, no, man, anything except to love one another. This is why this is so important. This is why Christ made it so simple for you, bro. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, bro. All of these things hang on these two.
Bring it out.
This is how important it is. This is how powerful that love is.
True.
To owe no man nothing but to love one another. Because at the end of the day, you're going to automatically operate in righteousness.
That's right.
At the end of the day, bro, your light is going to so shine. At the end of the day, bro, your example cannot be dismissed. At the end of the day, bro, ain't no faking and shaking, bro. You 100. 10 toes, solid bruise, solid sister. That's how cold that is.
Bring it out.
He said, oh, no man, nothing but to love one another. Give me John. St. John, chapter 15, verse 12. Read that when you get there, bro.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 12. This is my commandment.
This is Christ, bro. He said, this is my commandment. Read.
That ye love one another.
That you what, bro?
Love one another.
That you love one another. Read.
As I have loved you.
So if I have loved you enough to be the ultimate sacrifice, bro, to extend that charity, bro, to walk around and speak truth, to walk around and show love, bro, you should do the same.
That's right.
He said, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I loved you. So the same way I loved you is the same way you should love your brother. The way that I loved you is the same way you should love your sister.
That's right.
Read.
Greater love hath no man than this.
He said, greater love have no man than this. Read.
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
He said, bro, ain't no greater love, bro, than a man, bro, or a sister to express the same love as Christ. There's no greater love. And that's not just saying, brother, lay down your life, bro. That's literally saying, man, not having that covetous spirit, not bearing that false witness, not having that pride, not mind being devising wicked imaginations, not feet quick to the mischief, hands ready to shed innocent blood. It's not doing these things.
Bring it out.
Read.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Read.
Henceforth, I call you not servants.
He said, henceforth, I call you not servants. Read.
For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
He said, for a servant knows not what his Lord does. Read.
But I have called you friends.
But I have called you friends. Read.
For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
He said, I call you friends, bro, because everything that the Lord wanted me to give to you, I have given to you. You know. And now you are going to show those same things to your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
This is why I equate you as a friend. Give me 1 John 2:7.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Read.
Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment, which ye had heard from the beginning.
Now let's see what that is. Read.
The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past.
Because what?
The darkness is past.
Because the darkness is past. Read.
And the true light now shining.
Because he said, sin no more.
That's right.
He said, it is finished. Read.
And he said, he is in the light and hated his brother.
He say, he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother, read,
is in darkness even until now.
Because you still not showing love.
That's right.
How can you say that you are in the light? How can you say that you are showing love? How can you say that you are of Christ and you hate your brother?
Bring it out.
How can you say that you are of God and you hate your brother? Because again, God is love. Love is of God.
Bring it out.
The Lord abideth in you if you abideth in love.
That's right.
Read.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
He say, he that loveth his brother is going to abide in the light. He that loveth his brother is going to operate as Christ. He that loveth his brother is going to be that righteous example. Read.
And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
He's saying there is no problem, no issue, no situation in him that is going to cause another problem or issue within his brother. There is no stumbling in him. There is no backpedaling. There is no BSing. There's no faking and shaking. There's no playing the fence. It's all 100. Christ need me to move like this. Christ want me to operate like him. This is what I'm doing.
That's right.
I'm supposed to show that love. Well, I'm going to show that love.
That's right.
I'm supposed to speak that truth. Well, I'm going to speak that truth.
Bring it out.
I'm supposed to extend that charity. Well, I'm going to extend that charity. The light is in him. He is of the light. Read.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
But he that hate his brother is still abiding in darkness when the Lord said it is finished.
Bring it out.
When he said sin no more. When he said it is done. When he said to owe no man anything except to love one another.
That's right.
Read.
And walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness has blinded his eyes.
Again, bro, that heart deceived with wicked imaginations. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination. This is why he told you to owe no man anything except to love one another.
That's right.
Because operating outside of that, bro, you are still in darkness. Regardless of how much you do, what you say, how you feel, if that love, if that truth, and that charity are not amongst your characteristics, it's void. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Give me 1 John 4 and 20.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
There it is again. You cannot be in the light. You cannot say you're of the light and you hate your brother.
Bring it out.
He said, any man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. So therefore, one of them is already off. Well, actually, two are already off. Truth and love is already gone. Read. Read it from the top.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen.
Say, for he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, whom he can brew up, whom he done had conversation with, whom he done probably been over at the house to chill with, whom he done been around and called himself going to camp with, who he done spent time around. Read.
How can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Bro, how can you love the Lord whom you have not seen if the person that's standing right next to you, if the person that's going through the same thing you're going through, if the person that's being of Christ, showing that love, speaking that truth, extending that charity, if that person is being of Christ and you hate him, how can you say that you love God and you ain't seen it?
Bring it out.
How? See, this is why this say above all, bro. Your mind, bro. Your mind devise wicked imaginations, deceiving its own self. It say, how you gonna say you love God, but the brother, the sister that you see, that you've been around, that you spoke with, that you not experienced with, how can you say you love God if that individual, bro, you hate? And you ain't even seen the Lord.
Bring it out.
But you see them every day. You see them every week. You see how crazy that sound?
Bring it out.
This is why I say, oh no man anything except to love one another. Read, bro.
And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
He say, and this is that commandment, bro, that if you love the Lord, you're going to love your brother also.
That's right.
You cannot have one without the other. Give me Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 12.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read that.
Hatred stirreth up strife.
It say hatred stirring up strife. Read.
But love covereth all sin.
But it do what, bro?
But love covereth all sin.
How important love is, bro?
But love covereth all sin.
Why do you think the Lord gave his life? Why do you think he buried on the cross? Because that love covered all your sins. So he said, sin no more. It is finished. Perfect example of truth, love, and charity. Read it again, bro.
Hatred stirred up strife.
With hatred, there's going to always be problems. There's going to always be issues. There's going to always be confrontation. But what about that love?
But love covereth all sins.
Again, bro, how important that love is. Give me Hebrews 13 and 1.
The book of Hebrews.
Hold up. Matter of fact, give me Philippians 2 and 3 first. Then we'll go to Hebrews. We'll go. Read that when you get to the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and verse 3.
The book of Philippians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
Again, it say, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. It just said hatred stirreth up strife. So let nothing be done through hatred or vainglory. Read.
But in lowliness of
And
mind,
in that meekness, read.
let each esteem other better than
He
themselves.
say, let you think of your brothers and sisters more than you think of yourself.
Bring it out.
Read that again, bro. Verse 3.
Let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Bro, again, bro. Owe no man anything except to love one another.
That's right.
Now give me Hebrews 13:1.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
He say, let brotherly love continue and be not forgetful to entertain strangers. For why? Read.
For thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Bro, this is why I say, owe no man anything except to love one another. This is why this is so important, man. This is why this is so important. Again, go back. Romans 13 and verse 8. One more time.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 8. Owe no man anything, but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Give me 1 Corinthians 13 and 1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Okay, so now we done dealt with truth. We done dealt with love. Now, let's deal with charity. Right? They say, owe no man anything except to love one another. That truth and that charity are all going to coincide with that love in one another. Read that, bro.
1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 1.
All right, this is for Paul. Read.
Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity.
He said, though I speak with the tongue of men and of angels, though I profess to the Lord, though I speak of the Lord, right? Though I speak to my brothers and sisters, he said, and have not charity. Read.
I am become as sounding brass or a tingling cymbal.
He said, I've just become nothing. Just tooting my horn.
Bring it out.
I can speak this, I can talk this, I can have this, but if I don't have charity, bro, it's null and void.
Bring it out.
Read.
And though I have the gift of prophecy.
And though I have the gift of prophecy, though I can tell you this, though I can show you this, read.
And understand all mystery.
And have this so-called well of knowledge, read.
And all knowledge. And though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity.
He say, though I can do all of these things, though I have all of these characteristics, but I have not charity, read.
I am nothing.
He say, what, bro?
I am nothing.
He say, what, bro?
I am nothing.
This is how important the truth, this is how important the love, and this is how important charity is.
Bring it out.
He said, you can have all of these things. You can be all of these things.
Wake 'em up.
You can have all of these characteristics, but if you don't have charity, you nothing.
That's right.
But if you don't have that truth, you're nothing.
Bring it out.
But if you don't show that love, you nothing.
That's right.
This is why these things coincide with each other. This is why he say, owe no man anything except to love one another.
Bring it out.
Read. Matter of fact, give me 1 Peter 4 and 8. No. I'm getting ahead of myself. Finish verse 3. Then we'll go to 1 Peter 4 and 8.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor.
Again, though I do this. Read.
And though I give my body to be burned and have not charity.
He say, though I do these things, though I'm showing myself to give these certain sacrifices, but at the end of the day, if I have not charity, read.
It profits me nothing.
Again, nothing.
Bring it out.
Again, nothing. Because again, we've all been faking and shaking because people had eyes on us.
Bring it out.
Did something just because you got an audience.
That's right.
But that ain't how you truly feel. That ain't where your mind was really at. He said, though I do all of these things, though I have all of these characteristics, though I can have this wealth of knowledge, at the end of the day, if I have not charity, bro, I am nothing. This is why this is so important. Now give me 1 Peter 4:8.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 8. And above all things.
And above all things. And above all things, read.
Have fervent charity among yourselves.
They say have fervent charity among yourselves. Read.
For charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
So not only does love, but also charity. See, this is why it's so important.
That's right.
This is why it's so important. Read it again, bro, verse 8.
And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. For charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Read.
Use hospitality one to another without grudge.
Bro, just operate as the Lord.
That's right.
Follow the example of Christ. Let's go back. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Let's start at verse 4.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind.
He said, charity suffereth long. So charity is patient and charity is kind. Read.
Charity envieth not.
He said, charity bear no envy, no covetous, no jealousy. Read.
Charity vaunteth not itself.
Okay, read.
Is not puffed up.
So charity does not have pride. Charity does not have is not vain. Read.
Does not behave itself unseemly.
He say charity is in order. It does not behave unseemly. Read.
Seeketh not her own.
Again, charity is not prideful. Is not selfish. Read.
Is not easily provoked.
Again, temperate. Meek in spirit. Read.
Thinketh no evil.
Walks in the light. Read.
Rejoice not in iniquity.
So charity also rejoices not in iniquity, mind not devising wicked imaginations. Read.
But rejoiceth in the truth.
But what?
Rejoiceth in the truth.
But rejoiceth in the truth, meaning it's operating as Christ. Read.
Beareth all things.
He says what, bro?
Beareth all things.
He says beareth all things again. Bear ye one another's burdens. Read.
Believeth all things.
He said it has that faith. Read.
Hopeth all things.
Fervent in that faith. Read.
Endureth all things.
It's 10 toes down. It's strong. It's steadfast. Read.
Charity never faileth.
They say what, bro?
Charity never faileth.
They say what, bro?
Charity never faileth.
They say charity never faileth. Again, it covered the multitude of sins.
That's right.
When you have charity, bro, all of these characteristics is null and void. It's not going to be on you.
That's right.
You are not going to operate. He say these 6 things doth I hate, yea, 7 are abomination. Right. These are furthest from you because you are following in the light. You are operating like Christ. Read again, verse 8.
Charity never faileth.
They say charity never faileth. Read.
But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease.
He say whether there be prophecies, there are going to be failings. He say whether there be tongues, they going to stop. They going to hush. Read.
They shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
He say whether these things, but guess what? Charity never faileth.
That's right.
All of these things may come and go. All of these things may pass, but charity never faileth.
That's right.
This is how it is when you operate as Christ. Excuse me. This is how it is when you move like Christ. Laid it on the line. He literally bore our burdens.
That's right.
Give me Acts chapter 20 and verse 35.
The book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 35.
Read that, bro.
I have shewed you all things.
He say what, bro?
I have shewed you all
He
things.
say, I have shewed you all things. I have showed them to you. Read.
How that so laboring ye ought to support the weak.
He say that you should extend charity. Read.
And to remember the words of the Christ, how he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive.
How important that charity is, bro?
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
See, the Lord say, bro, it is more blessed to extend charity than to be selfish. To always want to get me, I.
That's right.
Again, it say no greater love than to lay your life down for your friend. This is that charity. This is that truth. This is that love. Let's go back. 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 9.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 9.
I'm coming to a close. Read.
For we know in part, and we prophesy in part.
He say, for we know in part, and we prophesy in part. Read.
But when that which is perfect come, then that which is in part shall be done away.
Again, that old man, that old woman, that old conversation, that corrupt communication.
Bring it out.
He say, when that perfect come, when Christ comes into your life, when you start to operate as this, bro, those things are done away.
That's right. Bring it out.
You gonna show that truth. You gonna show that love. You gonna show that charity. You gonna owe no man anything except to love one another.
That's right.
These things are gonna come in part. Read.
When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child.
See, this is that mind state of that old man. This is that mind state of that old woman. Read.
Right. But when I became a man.
But when I took upon Christ, when I decided to show that truth, when I decided to speak that truth, when I decided to show that love, when I decided to have that charity, read.
I put away childish things.
You did what, bro?
Put away childish things.
You are supposed to put away childish things. Read.
For now, we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part.
Now I know in part. Now I know I should be operating as the Lord. Read.
But then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abideth faith.
And now faith abideth in me, because now that part of Christ I have put before everything else. I have taken that old man, that old woman, and I've done away with them, and I put the new.
That's right.
I've become that new being. Now that faith truly abideth in me. But read it again, bro, verse 13.
And now abideth faith, hope, charity.
He say, now abideth in me true faith, hope, and charity. Read.
These three. But the greatest of these is charity.
He say, at the end of the day, the greatest of these three is charity. Because again, it covered the multitude of sins. At the end of the day, it keeps you from falling into that prideful state. Falling into that mind that devises wicked imaginations. Falling into that feet that are quick to mischief. Falling into that mouth, bro, that speak that false witness. It fall into the righteousness. You operate like Christ. At the end of the day, that truth, that love, and that charity, you are going to display these characteristics because Christ did the same thing. Let's go back. Romans 13 and 8.
Book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 8.
Read.
Owe no man anything, but to love one another.
At the end of the day, owe no man anything but to show that love. Read.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
But at the end of the day, when you show that love, you are in fulfillment of the law. Read.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
Because that love, you're going to automatically not commit adultery. Read.
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill, because that love is going to keep you within ranks. Read.
Thou shalt not steal.
Through that love, you are not going to steal. Read.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Through that love, you're going to automatically speak truth. Read.
Thou shalt not covet.
Through that love, you are not going to be selfish. Read.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this, saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Through that love, you are automatically going to fall in line with these things. Read.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Because love worketh no ill. Read.
Therefore, Love is the fulfilling of the law.
At the end of the day, through that love, you are going to fulfill the law.
That's right.
You are going to walk as Christ. At the end of the day, that love is going to be that powerful. Read.
Right. And that, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
That now it is high time to awake out of that darkness. Now it is high time to put away that old man. Now it is high time to take upon the new.
That's right.
To show that love. To extend that charity. To speak that truth. It's time to wake up out of the sleep. It's time to stop operating like a nigga.
Bring it out.
Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
When we operate in that truth, when we operate in that love, when we operate in that charity, bro, it's nearer than we believe. Read.
The night is far spent.
Bro, the night has far been spent. Christ already told you it is finished. It is done.
That's right.
Sin no more. That night is far finished. The light has been revealed. Walk in the light. Read.
The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Let us therefore cast off that old man. Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
And let us walk as Christ. Read.
Let us walk honestly.
Let us what?
Walk honestly.
Let us walk honestly. Read.
As in the day. Not in rioting and drunkenness. Not in chambering and wantonness. Not in strife and envying.
He said, let us walk not as in darkness. Read.
But put ye on the Lord Christ.
But do what, bro?
Put ye on the Lord Christ.
And you put on Christ through that truth. You put on Christ through that love. You put on Christ through that charity. Read it again, bro, verse 14.
But put ye on the Lord Christ.
Read.
And make not provision for the flesh.
And do what, bro?
Make not provision for the flesh.
And make not way, bro, for the flesh to seep in. Make not way for the old man to reveal himself. Read.
To fulfill the lust thereof.
To walk in darkness. Give me John 14:6, and we out.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 6.
Read.
Christ said unto him, I am the way.
You say what, bro?
I am the way.
You say Christ is the way. Read.
The truth.
The what?
The truth.
The truth. Read.
And the life.
And the life. Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Walk with the same characteristics as the Lord.
Bring it out.
Read.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
He say, man, no man is going to find the kingdom. No man is going to find that kingdom within himself except through him.
That's right.
Except you walk as he walked. Except you follow those examples.
That's right.
Read it one more time and we out.
Christ said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
He say, man, show that. He say, speak that truth. Show that love and extend that charity. And on that, we say shalom.